Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to shoot better photos on your phone. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am over here at Singapore Sports Hub, and what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to show you how to get better photos on your phone. So yes, let's get right into the video. So I'm just going to go through the basics first before I will go to anything more fanciful to getting better photos on your phone. So first one, which is very basic, is to use manual mode. You always try to use manual mode as much as possible. So what you want to do is manually adjust the exposure and the focus. When you get on your phone, you're going to switch over to manual mode and you're going to set your shutter speed and ISO manually. This is to make sure your photos do not get overexposed or underexposed, and you can fix it to where you want. As well as you want to manually go and set the focus. You don't want the camera to be focusing on anywhere else. Alright, so number 2 is you're going to use the high dynamic range mode on your phone. So basically, when you're going on your camera on your phone, there's this thing called HDR. So what you're going to do is going to tap on it, and this what HDR actually is, I'm just going to search it up for you guys. So HDR is high dynamic range. It is used in photography to produce a greater dynamic range or luminosity than is possible with standard digital imaging or photographic techniques. So basically, you'll be able to see the highlights of the image, which is the bright parts, as well as the shadows, a bit easier. But this is not very good as well, because your image will turn very flat as well. So right now I'm just going to show you an example. So this photo over here, this is shot on HDR mode, and this is another one shot without HDR mode. You'll be able to see the differences between the photos. For example, this is the phone I'm using. So this is the HDR that you want to see. So what you're going to do is you're going to tap on it once to enable it. Another thing you want to try out when shooting better photos on your phone is you want to use the rule of thirds, which is basically the grid that you will see on your phone when you're shooting photos. So there's this grid looking thing, and there's 4 cross-section points. What you're going to do is you want to place your subject right at the cross-section points. It will help to make your photo a bit look more interesting and stuff. Something I didn't realize before coming out to shoot was I didn't realize how hot it was going to be. And there's something going on over here at the Singapore Sports Hub. There's, down there. I'm not sure what's going on there today. Check out this view. Alright, so right now I'm just going to show you guys how to apply the rule of thirds in your photos. So yeah, let me spread this out. Alright, so this is a spot where I'm just going to show you guys how to apply the rule of thirds. So right now what I'm going to do is I am going to basically do a screen recording on my phone, and sorry, the wind's it's quite strong here today. It's alright, so this is what I'm going to do. So right now you'll be able to see what I'm seeing on my phone. So right now I'm just going to do it in landscape mode because that's what I like to do. So instead of shooting normal photos like this, what you're going to do is you're going to put the subject on the grid line. So basically the cross-section points are here, and then yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a photo like this, instead of taking it the traditional way like that. So yes, that's how you're going to do rule of thirds in photography. I will be going back to edit these photos later. Okay, the next tip that you want to use for shooting better photos on your phone is you want to use leading lines. So basically, leading lines refers to a technique of composition where the viewer of your photo's attention is drawn to lines that lead to the main subject of the image. So this is how I'm going to do it. So as you can see over here, you can see that basically the road over here leads up to the sports hub over there. So I'm going to try to get a photo over here. I'm going to show you an example with leading lines right now. Alright, so right now I'm actually at Somerset, which is a shopping center. But what I did just now, over here there's like, I found this escalator over here at level 4 outside Challenger, and it's like really symmetrical, so what I did is I put my phone out and I took this photo over here. I thought it was quite cool, and yeah, actually there's lots of like cool escalator shots you can get here. So actually there's this other spot I'm just gonna show you right now, which is at, I think at the first floor, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so it's basically this other escalator right on top. So basically what I did was, because there was two escalators, it's very symmetrical. So this is the other photo that I took, the settings so the photo will be on screen. So yeah, so back to the past Isaac, yeah. Alright, so the next tip to shooting better photos on your phone, what you want to do is instead of pinching to zoom in when taking photos, you want to use your phone's telephoto mode. So basically, zooming in on your phone is pretty much the same thing as cropping an image. Basically, you'll be losing detail in your photos. So what you want to try to do is you want to use the telephoto mode. So basically, this switches to the other camera on your phone, and it helps you to be able to still retain the detail in your shots. So right now, I'm over here at the second spot. So behind over there, as you can see, here's the Marina Bay area as well as the flyer. So right now I'm just going to be zooming in over there, and what I'm going to be doing, one of the photos I'm going to use the telephoto mode, and the other one I'm basically going to crop. So we're going to be able to see the differences in the photo. Alright, so this is the differences. Alright, another technique you can use to get better photos is you want to shoot in a different perspective. So right now I am currently still at the same place, but as you can see over here there's this live boy thing. So instead of basically shooting what people always shoot here, I can shoot through the live buoy, and it gives a different kind of perspective. You can also shoot another way. You can also shoot closer to the floor, up to the ceiling, and yes, another tip you also can use, which I'll make another video on, you can use your phone as a reflection. So basically what you do is by this, you basically reflect on the other side of the image, and yes, I'll make a different video just for that, but yeah, I'll just show you how this is done. So that's basically the video for today. As you can see, I didn't focus much on doing B-roll for this video. It's mostly the tutorial, because I focus more on B-roll for travel videos. But yes, right now we're just going to go back. I am just going to edit the photos, and we're going to go through for a short clip. Alright, so right now it's currently the next day after we shot those photos, and yes, I was actually quite happy with those photos. I could have shot the photos on the phone a bit better, but yeah, right now we're just gonna go through the photos that we shot yesterday. But yes, so basically for all those photos that I shot on my phone, what I did was I imported it into Adobe Lightroom, which is what I use to edit my photos. Editing your photos is crucial to make them look a bit better, because what you're getting off camera usually isn't always the best. So what I did is, over here I'm using Adobe Lightroom Cc. You can use the other photo editing softwares like Google Snapseed, or you can always use the built-in one you have to your phone's gallery. But I chose to use Adobe Lightroom Cc. You can get the free one on mobile. I'm using the one on the desktop over here. It comes with the Adobe Creative Cloud, which I can store all my photos on. So yesterday's photos, I basically applied my presets, and I think they turned out quite well. As well for the other photos, which is from the one at the mall, which I am going to be using as my video thumbnail. I'm quite happy with it as well, especially the escalator photo. I did use my presets on this as well, but I had to tweak it a bit. So yeah, that's all I really have for this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like, and if you're new around here, please don't forget to subscribe for more of these kind of tutorials, as well as travel videos and stuff. So yes, that's all I have for this video, and yes, see you guys in the next one.